Kathleen of Three Sisters, Three Stitchers, and I've fallen down a very big rabbit hole. So if you want to see what I've been up to in the last couple of weeks, then just stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hi FlossTube, I'm back. So, welcome to our channel. It's Three Sisters, Three Stitchers, and this is a channel about cross stitch, but on this FlossTube, gonna show you the big rabbit hole that I've fallen down, which is not really cross stitch related, but it has consumed weeks of my time. So I thought I'd share a little bit of it with you before I move on to the cross stitch side. Alright, so what I've been up to is heat transfer vinyl. I have been watching the Rhinestone World, TRW, on YouTube, and been watching Matt. He does live videos twice a week, and he teaches you how to make decals, rhinestone decals, t-shirts, rhinestone bling out tumblers, all this fun stuff. And it's free videos. He does them live, he does giveaways, and he's a great instructor. I mean, I learned so much from watching him. So I was fascinated with him for weeks. I said, I have to do this. So I went out and I bought a Cameo 4 cutter. I bought it from him, actually. He sells all the material, he sells equipment too. And I bought a heat press, and I bought vinyl, and I bought t-shirts from Michaels, and I said, I want to learn how to do this. So just been spending days learning to cut vinyl, how to press different types of vinyl, glitter vinyl, holographic vinyl, having a grand old time. So let me show you some of my shirts. And sorry about the noise. I've already got them packed to ship, so they're already in little clear bags to go out. These are all for my family and friends that I did as gifts. So they're all getting all my beginning t-shirts. So this is for my niece. It says, I get by with a little help from my hens. And this is, 4 different types of vinyl. And this is for my niece's daughter, and it's just a holographic turtle, and just got a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson on it. Another one for my niece, Peace Love Penguins, and this is all glitter vinyl. For her daughter, Girls Rule, because we know girls rule, right? So this one's got all glitter flowers on them. Trying to be as quiet as I can. These bags make a lot of noise. For my sister, Real Women Drink Scotch. I've made a lot of these t-shirts for myself and for my family. My sister got a t-shirt for whiskey. My girlfriend got a t-shirt for amaretto. These are a lot of fun to make. My brother-in-law, the chemist. This is my design. Act like a proton. Stay positive. Well, part of it's my design. I shouldn't say that. I actually downloaded this. What I do is I go on different websites and you buy designs. And right now I just buy them personally because I'm not selling anything. Right now I'm just doing gifts. If I decide to sell, then the designs I buy, you have to buy a commercial license in order to sell them. This is another design. This one's not mine. Another one that I bought. It says, my soul is fed with needle and thread. And I love this. This is so pretty. I did the soul in holographic. This is for my sister, sister number 1, Rosemary. That one turned out really cute. Sister number 2, Virginia. She's going to Belize. So I made her a Belize t-shirt. This is glitter and holographics and some electric vinyl up at the top. This was fun to make. Part of this is my design. I bought the turtle from somebody. I bought their design. This is another one for my sister. Cats make me happy. Humans make my head hurt. This one turned out really cute. My sister and her husband both volunteer at a cat shelter in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I made her a bunch of shirts for the shelter, and I think she's just going to try to sell the shirt at these shirts at the shelter and donate the money to the shelter for the kitties. So I made her 3 more, and she basically sent me the shirts, and I just donated the vinyl and the work. This one's he's got glitter blue eyes. He's one of my favorites. And then I made her 2 more. And, you know, whatever proceeds, you know, she can get, she's just going to give the money to the shelter. So that's taken up weeks of my time learning how to do that. And I've been having so much fun. I have a basket full of t-shirts over in the corner, and I have containers full of vinyl, all different types of vinyl, and I just want to make more shirts. I have to find some designs, I have to create some designs, I just want to make more shirts. It is so much fun. So, been up to that. Also, I made stitching bags with the vinyl. I was trying to figure out what else can I do with the vinyl, and you can do anything. I mean, you can put this heat transfer vinyl on sneakers. You can put it on canvas bags. You can make decals with it. It's amazing what you can do with it. So I made little stitching bags. So life, love it, 1 stitch at a time. This one's my design. I did a quality control kitty. We all know what happens once kitties get hold of your thread. Another one, my soul is fed with needle and thread. And like another design I have, you can't stitch everything, but you can try. I did a mermaid. This is one of my designs, the mermaid cross-stitching in progress. So I've made little doggy. That's not my design, but I loved that dog when I saw it. And I did it in a bronze electric, but in a black electric for a lab. That would just look gorgeous. So anyway, I've been up to making bags, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to give them away, some as gifts. I might do some giveaways on the channel if anyone has any interest in these. Also, I was making stitching cards for myself to keep in my project bags. These are little ones that I made. These are checked ones that I made with all different sayings on them. And you have all your information for your project bag, in your project bag for your project name, your designer, the date you started, date completed, fabric floss notes. You have a little monthly calendar on the back where you can write your days or your hours or whatever to keep track. Very simple. I started them for myself to throw in my stitch bags. I do use Teresa Little Stitcher's app where I track what I'm stitching, my stash. I take photos of my designs when my projects when I'm finished with them, and I load them into the app. And I love it, but I still want to have something in my bag. I don't want to have to go to my iPad all the time. I just want something to keep track of. So I did these. I started with my own photos. I don't know if I have any of those, but then I went to different things. These are like gradient color variations. I had some of my photos, but I don't know if I have any. I think I might have sent them to my sister. I was using my sister to critique whether any of this would be usable or not. So I was taking my own photos and then transferring them to cards, and I was doing things like that. And then I said, I don't know, maybe the plain cards are easier to use. So I've just been having some fun with it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I was thinking about creating a whole line and selling them, but I don't know. I might just do these as giveaways. And so if anybody sees anything here that they think is interesting for a giveaway, just leave me a comment. And if people are interested, then maybe I'll see what I can do for these type of things as giveaways. This and the bags and whatever. And then after that, I went on to project bags. I've been making project bags. And not to sell, just for myself and as gifts. This one I just finished. They're just a simple vinyl bag with a little bit of quilting in the back. I am not a sewer. Sister number 1, Rosemary. Sister number 2, Virginia. They are both sewers. They are quilt makers, seamstresses. Their sewing is gorgeous. My sewing is usable. I wouldn't even say passable. I'd say more just usable. These mitered corners, they're just gonna kill me one day. I can't tell you how difficult it is for me to do a mitered corner on a binding. So I have a lot of fabric that I bought to make bags, and I said I don't want to see it sitting around. I want to use it. I want to start making bags. So I started with that one. I'm working on my big coffee bag. Big coffee bag. And I love this fabric. I got this fabric at a quilt store in Vermont. And I said I had to have this. So, haven't put it together yet. But I'm working on a couple of those. And then I have other fabric I bought at the same quilt store. And I said I want to get these bags finished. I want to use the fabric I bought for bags and just get it done. I've got some Christmas fabric. I've got some flowers. So I'll work on those still and try to get those finished. And maybe we can do, if you guys don't mind corners that don't really match up, maybe we can do bags as giveaways. I'd be happy to send people bags. I have a lot of bags. So, been working on that. In the meantime, I stitch. Usually at night, I stitch. And I am participating in Whip Go. So, I did not do very well in the month of January on Whip Go. I set my expectations very high on my Whip Go card. It's not going to happen. So January was kind of a bust. February, I did meet my goals. I'm doing the Erica Michaels alphabet book. And I did finish the first number that was called. So that was the square for A. And then, believe it or not, the second number that was called for Whip Go ended up being my B square. That's the butterfly stitch. And I still had time, so I went on to the C square. That's the little castle with the cashmere stitch. So I did get it done. And I did end up with time. So I couldn't stand it that, well, actually these were the numbers called for February, weren't they? Right, January and February, I did not do very well on my Whip Go board. When the numbers were called for February for March, I'm good. So, so I did get it done. I did have time that was extra time. And I'm just dying to start something new. I know with Whip Go, you shouldn't really be starting anything new, but I couldn't stand it. I had this kit, and I've been staring at it forever. And I said, I just need to put a couple of stitches in. I just need to start it. I just need to see what it's going to look like. So it's a Lanarte. and it's called Woman in Veil. It is beautiful, and it's a full kit. It comes on black. I believe that's Ada that I'm working on. The thread comes already on cards, numbered. It does say it's DMC thread. So let me show you where I am. I have it on my Elon stand here. And this is where I am. So what I did was I started in the center. And I don't like stitching in the center. So I stitched all the way across until I could start to stitch up and try to get to the top. So this is her outline of her face, this is her eye, this will be the veil coming up and over. And I don't like stitching in the middle. I like stitching from the top down or from a corner, right corner, left, right, left, right. I like to see the design like create as I go down. I just don't like stitching in the middle. So I worked my way over, and that's where I am right now. And I like it. This is the first Lenarte kit I've done, and I like it. And what got me to this kit, this Woman in Veil, was, let me show you my other finished piece. This one that I just finished. This is a Dimensions kit, and it's 14 count Ada, and I finished it. I put it in my sister gave me this 50-cent frame. I painted it black. I put it in this frame. I absolutely love it. So it's a grayscale with just this little pop of color, these flowers. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I actually bought the kit at Joann's. I walked into Joann's one day. I always look at the cross-stitch kits. They usually never have much. These were 2 new kits. They were sitting in a box. I said, I've never seen this before. I just grabbed it. I think I had a coupon. They had 2 of these. I took both of them, one for my sister. And I had a coupon. I think they ended up being $8 a piece with the coupon. And I'll tell you, it's beautiful. Even stitched on the Ada, it's beautiful. But I will tell you, when it comes to Ada, I love portraits done on Ada. I think the structure of the Ada, it's so firm, it just keeps the portrait, just the whole stitching even. You don't have this kind of off center, this pulling like you do in linen. So I think Ada for portraits, it's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. So that started it. Once I did that one, I said I need more women. I said my goal is a wall of women. I want a wall of women. So I bought the Lenarte kit, and Lenarte is hard to find. Europe has a lot of Lenarte. Right now when I go and look, I can get Lenarte shipped from Italy, I can get it from Germany, I can get it from Russia. Can't find a whole lot of it in the US. So that I found on 123 Stitch. I saw it, she had it on sale. I bought it right away. I said, had to have it. And now I've got this whole concept that I want a whole wall of nothing but women. So I've gone back to look for more Lenarte kits. Not as many out there as there used to be. So I saw 123 Stitch had another sale on Lenarte, and I put it in my cart. And then I said, there was another one I saw. I said, I shouldn't be buying it. But I said, you know what? I'd rather buy it now because I know at some point I'm not going to be able to find it. And I'm going to wish I had bought it. So I'll show you. We'll move on to haul now, and I'll show you what I've bought, even though with WhipGo I'm not supposed to be buying anything. So anyway, this is the next Lenarte kit. This one is Arabian Woman, and Luda has stitched this, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to start this one either. And again, with Lenarte, it's a full kit. And I can't tell what the fabric is. They don't have it listed, but it's definitely like a modeled, or it has a design on it. I'm not sure how much of this design is on the fabric. And it looks like an even weave. It doesn't look like an 8. It looks like a little bit, maybe like an even weave. So I don't know what it is. It just says 100% cotton. But I had to have that one when I saw it. And then when I went searching again on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, they had Gypsy Girl. And I had to buy Gypsy Girl. It's one of them on my list, and I said, I don't want to get to the point where I can't find it. So if she has it, I'm just going to buy it. So I bought those two. There's 2 more that I'm looking for. One is Indian Model. The other one is African Woman, and it's the Lenarte one where she's wearing a veil, and it's a beautiful blue design. I'm not seeing that out there too much, so I keep looking on Amazon and eBay and 1, 2, 3 Stitch to see if I can find it at a reasonable price. So I'm still looking for those 2. And then the last piece of haul, it's not my fault. It's actually EJ from Sunshine Stitchers. This is all her fault. I had to buy Mother Moon. If you have been watching Sunshine Stitchers and seeing EJ's progress on Mother Moon, every time I see it, I say, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Last time she showed it, she had started the flowers under the neck, and I have to have it. I have to have it. I went searching for it. I couldn't find it. It's designed by Joan Elliott. I couldn't find it anywhere. I kept searching, kept searching. You're not going to believe where I found it. I actually found it on Zulily. No kidding. Zulily had it for $14. And I think if you put it in your cart and you bought it within 30 minutes, they gave you another $3 off. I was like, all right, I'm buying it. So $11 in shipping. I got Mother Moon. So it is a Design Works kit. But I couldn't even find the chart. If I just wanted to buy the chart, I couldn't find it. So I bought the Design Works kit. And I said, you know, this actually goes with my woman theme, right? It's Mother Moon. It'll go with my women on the wall. So you get everything. You get the fabric, the floss, the beads. And the fabric is 14 count Aida, white fabric. This is not 100% coverage. Up here you can see the Aida, down here you can see the Aida. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might stitch it on the Aida. I might try to dye the Aida, model it a little bit, and see what happens before I decide if I'm going to stitch it on another fabric or not. So, yeah, Mother Moon, thanks EJ. Had to have it. Don't know when I'm going to start it, but had to have it. So, that's what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of framing of my finishes. I have another finish. If you watch Instagram, we have an Instagram account, 3 Sisters, 3 Stitchers. If you watch Instagram, you've seen some of my finishes. But this is a Sue Hillis design. Started this at StitchCon 2019. I finished it, not shortly after, but I never framed it. So this is the framing. And it's really, really pretty. And it's done on color and cotton. I think this is Parrot, the color. And color and cotton thread, which is Galaxy. And the color and cotton thread, I mean, it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. So, very happy about that. That's done. And so that's been it. That's what I've been up to for the last month or so, other than watching FlossTube. I rarely watch TV. I am a FlossTube addict. I follow all you FlossTubers out there. I mean, everybody that watches FlossTube, everybody that stitches, everybody that creates FlossTube, you're all amazing. Every time I see your designs, I see whatever you post on Instagram or on Facebook, gorgeous. I'm a FlossTube addict. I admit it. Who do I watch? I watch a lot. I don't have my iPad up here to go through the list off the top of my head. I watch Pam and Steph, Just Keep Stitching. Love them. I watch Priscilla and Chelsea. What can you say about Priscilla and Chelsea? Those charts every week. The tours of the house. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Love them. Sunshine Stitchers, EJ, Sheila, Gary, Ronnie. Big fan. Big fan. I watch Luda. I watch Jean Farish. I watch Jan Hicks. Oh, Jan Hicks, I just watched your video, one of your videos this morning. I'm a little bit behind. I watched one of your videos and you showed your vintage lace design. It's gorgeous. I want to stitch that. I just think that's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait for your seasonal designs to come out, and I see what you do with that. Who else do I watch? Luda. I mentioned I watched Luda a lot. I love Luda's stitching. I've learned a lot from watching Luda, and just watching the way she stitches and the way she does her dimension kits. She's got me very interested in dimension kits. I do have some more dimension kits one day I'll show that I just had to buy because of her. Kyle. Love Kyle. I started watching Darcy. I think it's Cameron, his last name. He's a lot of fun. Started watching Darcy. There are a lot. Globetrotting Stitcher. What is it, X Stitch MD? One day I'll get my iPad and I'll go down the list and I'll tell you everybody I watch. I just go from one to the other. And you know what? You're all wonderful. You keep me company as I'm stitching, or if I'm cleaning the house, or I do work on the side if I'm actually got work to do. I do accounting work. If I sit and do an accounting work, I'll put somebody on just in the background. I actually have watched 2 days of somebody's channel. I don't remember now who it was. One right after the other while I painted my bedroom. I put the iPad in the middle of the room, and I just kept going from one video after the other while I painted the bedroom. So you guys are wonderful. You know, it's great company. It's just great company to watch you and see what you're doing and just hear your stories. I love it. And I want to say thank you to all of you, you know, that spend your time, and to everybody in this stitching community, because it's like a big family. And you all share your designs, you share your ideas. Somebody says, oh, I ran out of this color of silk floss and I can't find it anymore. And people put it in envelopes and mail it to them so they can finish their design. I mean, you guys are amazing. So I just wanted to shout out and say a big thank you to everyone in FlossTube and in the stitching community. And that's all I got for now. So nothing from my sisters. Stitcher number 1, Rosemary. If I can get some photos of what she's doing, I'll put them in the video. I know she's doing Whip Go Do too, and I don't think she's finished anything, but I think I have some photos of what she's been working on. Stitcher number 2, Virginia. She's working on a quilt. She's finishing her Sea Life quilt. She is thread stitching. Thread art. So she's stitching designs in the quilt, and it's all sea life, and I think she said she's finished with the thread art part of it, and she's putting a backing on it and has to bind it. And hopefully that'll be done soon. I can throw in some videos, or I'll post them on the Instagram account so you can see what she's been up to. But that's about it. So quick video, and thank you to all you guys that are watching. And if you have any interest in any of the stuff that I show, just leave a comment, and I don't know, maybe we can do some giveaways with this stuff. Maybe I'll do more if people are really interested. So anyway, all right, everybody have a good day, good evening. Enjoy your stitching. Take care. Bye.